If y'all are looking at me right now, I got bags under my eyes. I'm struggling. I can't do it like that. I'm 44 years old. I can't hang with these young whippersnappers no more. My sister can't hang. My sister's not feeling well right now from her party. We can't hang like that no more. And that's okay. I'll be the elder and and do what I need to do. Now, here's the sad part. The sad part came when I had to come home on Monday. I didn't really make a big deal out of it, but I was at my sister's house and she was driving me and another one of my cousins, my cousin that lives right up the road from me, to the airport because our flights were relatively close to each other. And before like we were packing up, I was kind of stalling because they were joking on me once again because I wanted to get to the airport 2 hours before my flight boards. And, I kind of didn't want to leave. I did not want to leave. I had such a great time and it was so dope hanging out with all of my cousins, hanging out with both my brother and sister. Like I said, it was a fantastic trip. And I just knew what was waiting for me back in DC. And I'll get into that in just a second. But I was, I was feeling a little sad. What helped was I was kicking it with my cousin, you know, drinking. Once again, I was drinking. And then got on the plane and what did I watch? I watched something. I think I watched a documentary. I can't remember what I was watching, but I watched a documentary or something. Once again, Southwest, shout out to you. Had me a little tequila drink, had plenty of space, had plenty of space. Nobody was sitting right next to me. Landed in DC, and immediately I just started like, it was almost not a real depression, but it was almost that overwhelming, depressive type of feeling like I'm back in DC. And don't get me wrong, I love DC. DC is just this pressure cooker of everybody is so intense because everybody thinks that they're important and they're not. Not really. There's like what? Got 50 and then how many House of Representatives? Like 300 plus House of Representatives. And then the vice president and the president, like those are people that's really, really important. You got some lobbyists, you got a mayor, you got a city council. Okay, those people are kind of important. You got some doctors because we got a lot of hospitals around here, but there's a lot of people who are staffers for a certain small Congress person and a flyover state that thinks they're the hot ish and they're really not. But everybody has a mentality here and everybody is just about what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? And you know what I do? I mind my damn business. But anyway, so I wasn't looking forward to that. DC is this pressure cooker. I've been feeling it a lot lately because the election is coming. And no sooner do I get off of the plane, take the metro to the bus stop as I'm getting off of the metro, getting ready to go catch the bus. This woman walks up to me and she asked me for spare change. And of course, I don't have no spare change on me because who's carrying cash or coin or anything like that? If she had a cash app, I probably could have given her a little bit of money, but she didn't have that. I didn't ask. Maybe she did, but I didn't have any spare change. And I was wearing a Macho Man Randy Savage shirt. And she says, "Oh, Macho Man, that's a song that Trump plays at his rallies all the time." And I said, "No, this is Macho Man Randy Savage. This is a professional wrestler. He plays a song by the Village People called Macho Man, not the same thing. But thank you. I do love this shirt." And then she started talking about Kamala's a liar and she's locked up all the black people. Mind you, she was a person of color, Jamaican, Ethiopian, something like that. I couldn't really make out for sure. And I'm like, that's not true. That's not true because it isn't true. There's this rumor going around that Kamala Harris, as a prosecutor, put away all these black men for marijuana. And that's just absolutely not the case. And it doesn't take much of a Google search to disprove that rumor. But she was just like, she started yelling at me, not yelling at me, but yelling at me. And I'm walking away. And I was just like, see, this is what I'm talking about. I hate DC. I mean, I don't hate it, but I kind of hate it. All right. If you like that clip, Go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to catch up on all of our latest content. Don't forget to hit the notification button when you do subscribe so you can get updated every time we release content. We release content every day, whether it's an actual show or clips from the shows. So go ahead and subscribe, like, comment. Also, don't forget our Patreon page where you can find our Talking Straight-ish and After Hours Uncensored episodes. That's patreon.com/Unsolicited Perspectives. But once again, thank you again for listening to Unsolicited Perspectives. I'm your host, Bruce Anthony, and I'm going to catch you next time. I'll holla.